And we are finally back with Disney Dreamlight Valley, and am I ecstatic? Gameloft has upped their game and they are communicating with the gaming community. This is fantastic. Let's just start right off. They've got a Trello board. For anyone not familiar, this is a way for them to communicate and us to communicate with them as well. About the updates, about the bugs. So let's start with Twitter, which no matter how much they harass me, I am still not a member of. But for those of you who are under the Disney DLV Twitter account, I guess I'd call it, there's a link to the Trello board and there's also the patch notes, and we're going to bounce back and forth between those two. But let's bounce back to the Trello board. I am bookmarking this. How fantastic. Got a bug? Here's how to report it. Here's the patch update notes. We can just see where the link to the patch notes are and what some of the notable fixes are. Over here, we can see which issues have been fixed, which issues they are currently working on, and which issues they are aware of and will be working on in the future. This is all I've wanted since, they've released the game. And I understand it's a game preview and that there are going to be bugs and catastrophic losses and inconveniences, but for them not to, for any company not to communicate those is the frustrating part for me. So now, they are empowering us to do our research and to communicate with them better. This is the way it should always be. So huge thank you and big kudos to Gameloft. So with all that being said, this is not about the SCAR update. I might do another video about that, but there are so many people who do those better. This is specifically about the patch. So let's get into some of the biggest things that came out in this patch. And I am going to start with their top fixes. Number one, improved stability and performance on PlayStation 4 and Nintendo Switch. God knows if I was dealing with some of the issues that those consoles were having, I wouldn't have been able to play the game because I would have been infuriated. So I am glad that they labeled that number one. And I understand people may have paid for the Founders Pack, and so that would be important. But for me, this third issue is possibly the best thing I've read, even though it's not completed. Improved cloud save system. So let me switch back over here. You'll see under actively working on it, the progress lost following the September 15th update is still not fixed. However, they have created a new feature in the cloud save system. So let me scroll down here. Sorry, I'm bouncing back and forth on you a little. And they included a screenshot of it. And this is fantastic. I know in one of the videos I have that people were commenting that this could have saved their game progress. And I know in at least 2 of my games, this would have saved me. That we now have the option to either keep our local save or what Gameloft recommends, keep the cloud save. In both of my instances I'm thinking about, that keep local save would have saved me a tremendous amount of game progress, and this is what killed it. So they've empowered us, and that's all I ever ask for, is when there's a problem and you can put it in our hands, if we make the wrong decisions, that's on us. But when you force a system on us and the system fails us, that's on you. So tremendous improvement in my opinion. And yes, people may choose the wrong one and they may lose their game saves, or lose some progress, but at least now we have the choice. So what else? You know what, let me stay over here and let me scroll back up, and there are some others. I just want to bounce through a few of these and then I'm going to shut the video down and get into the game, and maybe I'll do a SCAR content update video, but there's so many people who do that better, I probably won't. So next, I wanted to talk about this, and they bring this up a couple times in here, but that wild crops will now respawn in a different place every morning, including mushrooms. There's also, here, let me just scroll down right now to, they've reduced the number of mushrooms required for Merlin's quests, which is going to be very beneficial. Here again, their wild mushrooms and other things will now respawn in a different place every morning. And wood, they've also somewhere down here rebalanced wood spawns to where we should be able to get wood easier. And I think I'm going to revisit tree farms now because I want to test this. I know how the tree farms have been working in the previous versions, so I'll maybe do an updated video on tree farms. But these are all tremendous improvements. And then we get to look at all the quest progression bug fixes that they've done. I am absolutely stoked to get back into this game now, and I am not going to waste any more time on this. Please do yourself a favor, check it out. Again, Trello Board, awesome idea. Glad they implemented it. Appreciating so much that they're being more communicative. Again, you have problems, bugs, right there. You want to know what's in the updates? Here's your patch notes. You want to know what should be fixed, what they haven't fixed yet but are working on? Right here. Thank you all to all the new Disney Dreamlight Valley subscribers to the channel. Thank you to everyone else. And yeah, please keep me updated. If you're having issues, obviously report them to them, but I'm always interested. And the more I hear from anyone else, the more I can help the next person who comes along, including myself. So be well.